So there I was, Max, a guy from a wealthy family, deeply in love with my girlfriend Emily for over a year. Our connection was strong, and we had a trove of cherished memories. Thinking it was time to introduce Emily to my parents, I sought my father's advice. He proposed a test to gauge Emily's genuine love for me. Max, take this fake $4 million lottery ticket and use it to test your girlfriend. If she passes the test, I'll approve of your marriage, my father suggested. I agreed, saying, Dad, I get it. Despite our family's wealth, I don't want a partner attracted only to money. I believe Emily will pass the test. So, I called Emily, brimming with excitement. Hey, guess what? I've got fantastic news. I bought a lottery ticket yesterday and checked it. I won $4 million. Emily was taken aback. Are you for real? This isn't a joke, is it? Where are you? I'm coming over right now. While I looked at my parents sitting on the couch, a hint of unease crept in. Emily grew more anxious when I didn't respond immediately. Max, why aren't you saying anything? Emily's voice was filled with concern. My parents exchanged knowing glances, appearing unimpressed by the unfolding scenario. I replied, I'm at my apartment. Are you coming? Sure, I'll take a taxi and be there in about 30 minutes, Emily responded before abruptly ending the call. My father stood up, his irritation evident. Is that the kind of girlfriend you've got? The minute money is mentioned, she rushes over without a second thought. Looks like she's after the lottery money. If you don't believe me, just wait and watch. I tried to defend Emily, explaining, Dad, I think her reaction is natural. Anyone would be excited in that situation. Despite her family not being well off, she's a kind person who's always been there for me. I truly believe she's the one for me. Our love shouldn't hinge solely on our financial backgrounds. My mother interjected with wisdom. Let's wait and see what happens. Remember, one day, you'll inherit everything from us. That's why we want a say in your choice of spouse. Our journey from poverty to prosperity hasn't been easy, and we want to ensure you make wise decisions. We've always taught you to remain humble, avoid showing off, and live a simple life. After all, good fortune doesn't need to be flaunted. Emily knows about the lottery, but not about our true financial situation. This test will bring everything to light. If she passes, we'll support your decision. I apologized. Mum, I'm sorry for reacting strongly earlier. I'm sure Emily will pass the test. My mum comforted me, saying, That's good to hear. Now, go back to your apartment. Half an hour later, Emily arrived. She immediately asked for the lottery ticket to check the numbers to confirm. After verifying, she excitedly exclaimed, Max, I can't believe it. We're wealthy now. Can you buy me the limited edition shoe I've been eyeing? I agreed. Sure, if you like them, we'll get them. Feeling touched, Emily said, You're the best. But why are you so good to me? Even you're wealthy now. I reassured her. Emily, you work hard and deserve to be happy. As long as we're together, I'll support you. Emily expressed her gratitude. You're so kind. I always worried that you looked down on me. A rich colleague once mocked me for not affording a decent car, but now we can afford to buy a luxury car. Remember I mentioned it before? Recalling my father's words, my enthusiasm was dampened. However, I replied, You mean the Porsche? If it makes you happy, we can consider it. Emily eagerly agreed. Yes, that's the one. And when we're married, we'll need a car. Since we're buying, why not go for something upscale? My dad's advice echoed in my mind, causing me to feel conflicted. Still, I replied, Sure, we can think about it. With enthusiasm, Emily continued discussing about privacy, a larger house near a good school for our future kids, and even buying a house nearby for her mom, something I hadn't anticipated. I asked, taken aback, Wait, what you just said? Surprised by my reaction, Emily clarified, I've thought it through. After buying the car, we'd still have $3 million left. My mom raised me single-handedly, working tirelessly in the countryside. It's my responsibility to care for her now that I can. My mood shifted as I inquired, and what about my parents? Shouldn't they be part of our plans? Emily defended her stance. Your parents have their pensions and their own house. They don't need us like my mom does. She sacrificed so much, and it's my duty to give back now. Frustrated, I retorted, "Fine, but what about me? I won the lottery, yet the money isn't for me." Emily tried to explain. "Didn't we plan on getting a car and a house together? It's for both of us, right? Life can be tough. We need to think about the future and not just indulge ourselves." But my perspective on Emily started to shift. I questioned myself. Why hadn't I noticed her selfish side before? The lottery win had exposed a facet of her I hadn't seen, someone who treated my fortune as hers. Emily felt hurt. "Max, what do you mean? Do you see me as an outsider?" Emily then stormed off, and I was left feeling hurt and bewildered. Our relationship was hanging by a thread. The following day, Emily reached out, apologizing for her behavior and expressing regret for her hurtful words, and requested a chance to explain herself. After some consideration, I agreed to meet her. That night, Emily arrived with a bouquet of roses to apologize in person. Appreciating the gesture, I said, "You bought me flowers? After all this time, it still makes me happy as a guy." Emily responded, "Flowers are expensive, and you know my family's financial situation. By the way, do you still have the lottery ticket? I want to see it again." I confirmed, "Yes, it's still in the box on the living room table." Emily stressed, "Please keep it safe. They only care about the ticket, not who has it." "I'm sorry, Max. My mom hasn't been well, and my worries got the best of me." Concerned, I asked, "Your mom is sick? Why didn't you tell me earlier?" Emily reassured me, "It's all right. I didn't want to burden you. I do care for you, and that's why I had our future all planned out. I realize now that my words were wrong, and I hope you can forgive me." Finally, my heart softened. "I do understand now. I see why you reacted that way. I forgive you." As her phone buzzed with a message, Emily explained, "I have to rush back to the office. There's an urgent project that needs completing tonight." I expressed concern. "But it's already 8 p.m. You're working overtime?" She replied, "Yes, this project means a lot to me, and I took time off to be with you. Now, I have to get back to it." Understanding her dedication, I said, "All right, your work is important. Get going." After Emily left, I went to the living room to get a glass of water, and that's when I froze. "The lottery ticket is missing from the box. What's going on?" I wondered aloud. Panic set in as I frantically searched for the missing ticket, my mind racing. Could Emily have really taken the lottery ticket? To find out what unfolds next, stay tuned for the upcoming episode. Kindly click like and subscribe to my channel. Next episode will be even more exciting.